Hey guys, it's Auret here. Today I'm going to do the Get to Know Me tag challenge questionnaire thing. So Jewel already did one of these last week. Jewel is my business partner, the other half of Esselen Artists, and she released that video on our channel last week, and we had a request for somebody going, can Auret do one? So here I am, and Jewel is going to ask those questions for me. So if you hear a little voice in the background, that's Jewel asking the questions, and let's get started.
Where did you grow up?
So I was born in Johannesburg, South Africa. I'm actually wearing, I don't know if you can see the South African flag. Thanks for pointing it out, Jewel. Yeah, so I was born in Johannesburg, South Africa. I lived there for about 9 years, and my parents, we all immigrated to Canada. We first came to Toronto and lived there for a year. And that was like in 95. And it was one of the worst winters they've ever had there. And it was snowing so bad that we got scared. We didn't like the snow, and we've never seen snow before coming from South Africa. So we're like gonna head west, and I live in Vancouver now, Vancouver, BC, Canada.
You also did what I did and answered the second question. Where do you currently live now?
Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.
Who is your best friend?
I don't really have a best friend. No, just joking. I'm sure you guys know by now, I've been best friends with Jewel since, well, I've known her since grade 8, but I think best friends came later on in high school. So yes, Jewel Tolentino.
How tall are you?
I always like to say that I am 5'6". I'm very proud of that halfway point to 5'7", but not quite 5'6", right in between.
Dogs or cats?
I am definitely a dog person. They just have, I feel like they have so much more personality, and they're like little baby humans too, in a way too. I do like cats. I think they're cute, but I'm going to say dogs.
What year were you born?
I was born in 1986.
Are you in or have you gone to college?
Yes, I have. I went to the University of British Columbia here. I went there for I went there for 4 years, and it was originally to get my pre-med degree. So I was taking prerequisites like science courses, biochemistry, all that kind of stuff to get into med school. I ended up just doing a BA, a bachelor's for psychology, and got my degree in psychology instead. And well, I guess you guys know the rest. The rest is history. We're here on this channel, full-time YouTubers, and loving life.
What is your favorite drink?
Is that alcoholic drink or... I don't know. So I'm a big coffee drinker. That is, I guess, my most frequent drink, and I do enjoy it too. I really like my coffee. And in terms of an alcoholic beverage, I really like sangria. I'm a sangria girl.
What is your spirit animal and why?
You're looking at it right here. This is why I got this painting. I feel very, very connected to lions. I just love everything that they stand for. I feel like they are beautiful yet fierce. They are primal. They have grace. They just symbolize courage and fearlessness and everything that goes along with that. So I very much admire and connect with the lion. Also from Africa.
You're wearing perfume. What scent is it?
I actually don't really wear perfume. I have some Ralph Lauren in my cupboard, but I rarely wear it. I like to go for good smelling shampoo and conditioner. I think that would be more of my scent, but perfume itself, don't really wear it.
Tea or coffee?
I also answered that one, which is coffee. Big coffee drinker. I love my lattes, but I've been trying to just drink regular brewed coffee because it's like 2 calories versus 200 calories. Although I'm not really counting calories because I'll have like chocolate ice cream. My trainer knows that that's a really bad habit of mine. But yes, definitely coffee.
What are your life goals?
My life goals are to Well, in general, I really want to live a happy, fulfilling, purposeful life. And my goals is really I always want to be around other creatives and creating something really cool that's going to spread a ripple out into this universe and connect with other creative entrepreneurs. So I really want to help with this channel, with my business. I want to help other creative entrepreneurs grow their business and do what they love for a living, because I had to discover that on my own. I had to discover that you really can do what you love in your life. You don't have to live your life for someone else. You don't have to live a scripted life. You don't have to live a life that you think you're supposed to do just because of that's the way it goes. So that is really our message, my message that I want to share with a lot of people. And everything that I do, whether it's put out a new song with my music, because I'm also a performing artist for those of you who don't know, or whether it's put out a new piece of content, a new course, a new video on this YouTube channel, it's all in line with that purpose of helping creatives live their life and live on purpose.
What sports do you play or have you played?
So there's always this joke among my friends where, like there'll be like a hockey game playing on TV, and then I'll just be staring at the screen and they'll be like, oh, look, Auret's trying to understand what's going on the screen, because I don't really watch sports. I'm not really into sports at all. I'll be that person watching some teams play and I'll be like, yeah, go team, because I have no idea who the heck is on the screen. But I do like to play some sports. I haven't played it. I haven't played basketball in a very long time, but back in high school, I used to just go out and shoot some hoops. And it's like really by myself. Like I never really played in a team or competitively. I just like to play on my own, just shooting hoops. I also really love tennis. So I love playing tennis.
Have any books you read changed your life?
Many books that I've read have changed my life. And they kind of all happen right when I need them to. So when I read a book and it completely sets me on another path, it's like I needed to hear that right in that moment, and it shifted my focus to certain things. And then I would, read another book and it would take me somewhere else. So it's kind of like a pivot thing. Every single book has done something for me in some way. But the ones that stand out the most in my mind is The One Thing, which was huge in terms of getting me to focus and paying attention to what works, because as a creative entrepreneur, I know a lot of creatives love to do so many different things. So The One Thing for sure. The book that made me completely change my perspective of what life could be, it was The 4-Hour Workweek, which was one of my first personal development books that I ever read. And that was like a complete shift. So those two books. And then most recently as well, I want to mention is High Performance Habits. That book has completely changed the way that I work, completely changed the way that I pay attention to certain habits in terms of productivity, in terms of clarity and setting goals and all that kind of stuff. So those are my 3 books that I would cite.
What is your favorite movie?
Okay. Favorite movie. I really like movies that make you think, that have crazy twists to them. So definitely The Matrix is on that list. Also Inception as well. I love that movie. Absolutely love Inception. And I also really, really love Disney movies. So anything by Disney always makes me happy, always makes me smile. I used to always watch Disney movies when I was younger. Still do. Like the last Disney movie that I watched wasn't too long ago, and it was Frozen, the second one, and it was watching it twice in theaters for the second time. So I'm a big fan of Disney. I love the music. I love the messages in their movies. They really make me happy.
Do you speak any languages?
I speak English, and I also try to speak Hebrew. So my parents will always speak to me in Hebrew, but I'll just respond back in English. And that's always the way it's been. But they've always spoken Hebrew at home. So I will try to speak back in Hebrew, but it's kind of like, it takes me a while to come up with the words. But if you put me in Israel and everyone's speaking Hebrew around me, I'll totally understand what's going on.
How would you describe your fashion sense?
My fashion sense? Well, I think it's all right. I don't know. What do you guys think? I do like fashion. I'm very much a believer of, wearing how I feel, like putting on an outfit to make me feel good and to make me step into the confidence that I need to be, like when I'm going out into networking meetings or just even like on camera right now filming a video. So, but like in terms of style, I really like, sophisticated yet edgy. I'll have a lot of like, black leathery kind of pants, black leather jackets with a pop of color. So that's my style.
What is your go-to hairstyle?
I think you're looking at it. It's pretty much one hairstyle. I really don't do much. I just wash it and then it air dries. Like I don't put anything, besides coconut oil for the tips. I don't put any product in my hair. It just kind of does its own thing. So it looks different each time. Yeah, that's it.
How many siblings do you have?
I have one sister and one brother, both older. My sister is 15 years older than me, so 15, not 50. So it was kind of like I was growing up with a second mom too. She used me as her doll and would always play, like we'd play games and that kind of thing. It was really fun. And my brother is 12 years older than me.
What is your go-to fast food order?
Go-to fast food order. I don't really like fast food too much, but I mean, can I choose like a healthy fast food order? No. Okay, well, let's say we were to go to McDonald's. What would I order? It would pretty much be a egg on an English muffin. So that's pretty much it. I know that's boring, but I like their egg McMuffin, no meat, just egg on the English muffin, and that would be my order.
Do you use PC or Mac?
I am a PC girl.
What is your most memorable vacation memory?
Most memorable vacation. Wow. We've created so many memories. We've, traveled so many different places and different countries, experienced some amazing things. I have so many. I wouldn't really know which one to share with you. I mean, we went parasailing in Florida. We went biking down a volcano, watched the sunrise at the top of the volcano and biked down in Hawaii. We did a hot air balloon ride in Arizona. Of course, the recent travels that we did in October. So many cool things like the motorcycle ride in the Netherlands. Berlin was amazing. Israel is always a treat. I think one thing though that does stand out in my mind is not necessarily a vacation, but it was when I was going out on tour, and it wasn't like going to a tourist attraction or anything like that, but it was when we were on tour and I was performing at the Rialto Theater in Montreal, where the Rialto Theater is like where Celine Dion and all these other big names had performed there. And I was performing, just did my show. It was my birthday, October 24th. And the MC comes out and tells everybody after my performance that it was my birthday because Jewel, and I didn't know this till after, Jewel told the MC to tell everyone that it was my birthday, and the entire crowd ended up singing to me happy birthday. So that was just a really amazing memory that I had. And yeah, I have so many. I could this entire video could be like an hour filled with memories for me to share with you.
What are your morning/evening routines?
So in the morning, I get up, I brush my teeth, I take showers in the evening, don't like to do it in the morning, and I'll boil some water. I'll make some hot water with lemon, and I'll meditate for just under 10 minutes. and then I'll drink my lemon water, and then I'll read for about 10 minutes as well. It depends on what book I'm reading, but 8 to 10 minutes typically. And then I'll fill out my journal. So was here on the couch. But I have a journal. It's called the High Performance Habits Journal. Yes, it's associated with the High Performance Habits book that I was sharing with you earlier. And there's certain prompts in that. It's a journal, but it's also an agenda. So it's your planner for the day. So so every morning I map out my appointments and my tasks for the day. I also answer the journal prompts that are in there. So that is my morning routine. And then I'll have like a bar and just before heading over to our workout. And then in the evening, I always like to wind down by watching something funny like The Office, or my guilty pleasure, which is Family Guy. That's like a little known fact that not a lot of people know. I do like Family Guy. I think their jokes are genius and hilarious. Sometimes a little over the top, but for the most part, very creative, genius.
Do you have any bad habits?
Yeah, I do. So every time I drink a coffee, I need something sweet. I do need like a piece of chocolate, or try to stay away from cookies, but like piece of chocolate, a pastry. So trying to cut down on that because it's like sugar that's not good for you. So that's a bad habit of mine.
Tell us one thing about you that we wouldn't know.
One thing about me that you didn't know. I think some of you guys know this. I'm kind of geeky and nerdy sometimes. Like I really like coding and all this kind of stuff. So when I was 12 or 13 years old, I spent an entire summer just reading books about HTML coding. Like I was obsessed with learning HTML, and I thought it was so cool how you could type in certain codes and commands into a computer and it would output a website on the front end. This was like back in the day. You don't need to know really coding now to make a website. But so yeah, that might be a little known fact. Also, when I was younger, aside from wanting to sing, another profession that I had in mind was wanting to be a fashion designer. Like I literally had drawings of mannequins and I would map out different outfits. A lot of them had leopard print on them. And yeah, I would just love designing different outfits. All right, guys, I just got the signal from Jules that was the end of the questionnaire. So I hope you guys enjoyed learning a little bit about me. I certainly had fun doing this and would love to do more videos like this for you guys. So thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Cheers!